In contrast to the thymus, there is much to see in a section of the spleen. The organ is divided into lobules, even though they can only be imagined here in a tissue section, because the connective tissue is too scant to outline them. The first obvious detail you can see are these dark dots of white pulp in a background of red pulp, and these large spaces bordered by red-stained tissue. They're blood vessels, mostly veins, contained within connective tissue trabeculae that penetrate the organ from the capsule out here. White pulp are small islands of dense lymphatic tissue. They're dark purple because the predominant cell types are small lymphocytes with dark nuclei and scant cytoplasm. Characteristically, a small arteriole, the central artery, accompanies every island of white pulp, and in places you can just see a faint pinkish profile of these vessels. Look here, and over here, and again here. Now observe this island of white pulp at much higher magnification. In 3 dimensions, the white pulp has a geometry of a branching tree surrounding branching central arteries. In fact, the white pulp can be thought of as part of these arteries. It's their tunica adventitia, but composed of lymphocyte-laden reticular tissue instead of the usual ordinary dense connective tissue you'd see in a normal blood vessel. So here is a central artery cut a bit obliquely, and here is the lumen with an endothelium or tunica intima, and then 1 or 2 layers of smooth muscle making up the tunica media. All this dense collection of lymphocytes, or white pulp, is the tunica adventitia. By the way, these tiny arteries are called central arteries because they run in the interior of the elusive splenic lobule, not because they run down the middle of the white pulp. Typically, as you see here, the central artery is located off to one side in their area of the white pulp. Occasional nodules develop in the white pulp. They're especially abundant in children and in people with blood-borne disease. If the section cuts through a nodule, the area of white pulp usually looks much larger and denser than elsewhere, although that's not always the case here. But you can see a germinal centre in this nodule.